morning, guys. I'm doing quick errands before I head in the office. Baby, pull up through the back door, back door. Being Filipino, it's like, it's kind of like LinkedIn. If you know someone, then you know someone. In my job, I was helping someone with something, and then I'll get into that into another video. But basically, I helped a client perform a specific task, and then, as a matter of fact, he and she ended up being a nurse with one of my best friends from college, Ethan. So it's like, oh, I was just chopping it up, right? And I was like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, where do you work? She said UC Davis. And I was like, oh, shoot, one of my besties from college is from UC Davis. You know so-and-so? Yeah. And then she was like, oh, snap, small world. But I'm telling you, when you make a connection in LinkedIn, it opens up 5 possible other connections, and then that's literally what happened. This video is basically saying why being behind is not the end of your life. Some people beat themselves up for being behind. I still do, but I now have a new perspective because of one of my best friends who talked to me about it. Being behind insinuates you have a plan in your life. So if you're not at that point, just ride the wave of the story, Don't rush till the end. If you don't have a plan, that's different. I think that's way worse, because you can be a degenerate, doing some bad things in life, not knowing where to go. So, and I'm Catholic. If God didn't put you on this earth just to exist, that's part of the reason, but He wants you to do something great with your life, because you only have one chance. Work is 30 years. Work can be 30 to 50 years of your life, depending on how early you get the job. So why would you want to rush that? When you're in a couple or when you're in a relationship, I believe that the stress falls on both of you if none of you have a job. But in this example, I have a job now, and I will gladly take the stress away from her. If you think about it, I'm only one stage behind my parents. Looking for a job can take 6 months to like a year or two. My parents are done with that stage, but they've been in the same stage for like 20 years. So why would I want to rush something that's inevitable? It's like this time loop. Let's go with the Matrix or something like that. Why would you want to rush being in an infinite cycle? I mean, yes, you're going to get money, and that's probably why I would want to work too, but people forget we live once. You also are allowed to enjoy just not having any responsibilities. Because when you don't have a job and then you're done with school, treat it like your last summer. Treat it like your last summer. I didn't necessarily have a orthodox route to where I am now, but my friend really put some perspective into me. So, that time between, that sliver of time between graduation and then job hunting, and then now to the job, I think people need to normalize enjoying it more, because it'll happen eventually. And then stress does come here and there. I actually still beat myself up with that type of shit, but it'll be okay. When you're with someone, being behind is in the context of you two. If both of you are behind, that could be stressful. But if someone lands a job, the person with the job can support the other one while they're in limbo. or like in that job purgatory where they don't necessarily have an easy time finding a job. As a boyfriend, I'll support my girlfriend whenever and whatever she does. I get to find the foundation first, but it's also like dibs. I'm in the loop earlier, so it's like you're not, you know, if you're searching for a job and it doesn't land, it's easy to be discouraged, but also realize that this is like the last time you don't have to worry about anything. You're only worrying about like finding a job, and you don't have school, so it's okay to enjoy it, but also be consistent with your work. I still do beat myself up sometimes from here and there, but if you're ever feeling behind, just know that if you have a plan, you'll get there eventually. There's a saying that the fast kid always gets bored first. If you're too fast in life, you have nothing to achieve in the back end of it. And that's just early birds in general. I'll give you another example. If you start your day at 4 a.m., what the hell are you going to do at 5 p.m.? You're going to be bored in that loop, you know? And if you wake up at 8 a.m. and you space it out, you're going to have shit to do later in the day, and you feel more well-rested, motherfucker. Shit. I'm not going to wake up at 3 a.m. for a cup of coffee. That shit's stupid. I drink coffee for a purpose, to feel a lot awake. People drink it recreationally, and I'm not going to wake up at 2 a.m. for a cup of Joe. But yeah, I had a good day at work today. Just remember, if you feel behind, that's fine. Because I've felt behind too. And then you just have to learn how to grind and appreciate the process. Because after the process is done, it's pretty much going to be the same thing for 20 years. I'm Filipino. Let's take nursing, for example. Motherfuckers really be nursing for 30 years. That's crazy. I'm really going to be in the job I am in for a while too. So why would you rush that, that infinite Tsukiyomi? And that's a Naruto reference for you guys who don't know what that is. Like you're a hamster just running and running. So, yeah, and I get stressed about how I can enjoy life. So start with this. Just know that you might rush forever. The first person, I forgot what I said, but the fastest person usually end up bored. Yeah. Yup. I'm gonna pack for work. I'm just gonna text my boss the traffic record. What's up, guys? I'm taking a break from work for the next few days. Because I have to talk to my girlfriend's parents. Some important shit about to come down. You feel me? But going to Santa Barbara and Long Beach. So I'm just gonna take this time to show you my sneaker rotation for the weekend.